this is me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Welcome to our Era series. Today's episode, we're going to talk about era of awareness. You will be hearing me using this term quite a lot recently in all kind of broadcasts or even on my Clubhouse. The reason of that is because we are entering the era of awareness. Based on my irresponsible psychic point of view, the era of awareness will last roughly around 12 years of time. Give or take, it really depends on everybody's evolution. The whole point of awareness is actually bring the whole soul's level up into being aware. Then, later on you can implement the intention and the direction, and therefore become manifestation. So if you understand that, you will also understand this whole process of the awareness is very important, as I have touched this topic various times in the previous episode, to let you know, in order for a soul to evolve, you first have to be aware. If one soul do not or is not even aware what's going on, or soul is unlikely will have any position to change. Like, one cannot change if they feel nothing wrong. Does that make sense? So that's exactly why awareness is kicking in. So as we mentioned earlier before, we have this whole era of suppression, era of explosion, era of entitlement. Now we are entering so-called era of awareness. So many people will come and ask me, what is it that we had to be aware of? It seems like every soul believe they are aware of everything, is to be more conscious of things and respect others. They are all kind of, you will see when soul are entering the era of awareness, there are more variety of things, the diversity of things. So that's when people start being more aware. Just to let you know, we have new era too, but this is simply be aware. Aware is not, how do you call it? It's not aggressive, but more passive. And the reason I want to say it is, it's different from awaken. When you awaken, that your logical mind will tell you what to do. You have a certain intention and then you want to achieve certain thing, therefore you will go ahead and make that happen. Awareness is usually more passive. The reason it's passive is when things that happen, you most likely will stand in the point of view of the third party. Then you will observe the whole situation. Then you will try to understand why this has happened and then become more aware of it. So compare with awaken and awareness. In the era of awareness, is your sense will start bring you to see more things that is always being there, but you did not see it before. But now all of a sudden you become more aware of it. So that's exactly what this new era that we are entering in. So the how does era of awareness play its role in this whole process of various eras for a soul to evolve? As I say, in early time, we're going from the suppression, then we got an explosion, and we're slowly settling down, and then validate our power, understand what it is that we're trying to do, and things like that. Then we start to cut our sense back and get evaluate what is good, what's not good, what's the right way, what's not right way. In order to help our mind to make the right decision, to put ourselves in a observer situation is very important. And that's exactly what the era of awareness kick in. So when people are entering the era of awareness, you will realize it's same as a mini episode in your life. You go to the suppression, go up and go down, then you stand as a third party, evaluate what just happened there. Like, what just happened there? And then you try to figure out the cause of it, the process of it, and then the result of it, and how you can do better of it. That's exactly the whole process of the awareness is gonna do. When soul entering the era of awareness is one good thing. As I say, awareness is only the beginning of the soul evolution. One soul has to be aware of things, therefore it can make things happen or make change of things. So since we are entering so-called era of awareness. That means in the next, we already enter for 1 year. This is like the second year. For 10 more years to come, most likely we become more aware of things, not just about us, but about our surrounding, about how everything is going, about a trend, about everything else. That is, as I said it again, you will be in the position in more passive point of view as an observer. Not a person like aggressively making things happen, but more in the position like, oh, I never noticed that before, or I didn't come across my mind before, or I didn't even think of it before. And all of a sudden you become aware of it and it become very clear to you. So this is basically the era that we are entering in. And as people hear me saying that, believing our spiritual awakening, what does that have to do with awareness? That is, we no longer doing things in the old way while we were going through that suppression era. We like by the force, by the power, by how people tell us to do, how things should be done, therefore we would do that or executing it. Now, after all the explosion, after all the entitlement, you now come to more settled point of view with better mindset to evaluate the situation and understand things better. And not just that, you will be able to evaluate the situation that is outside you or around it and know how you can better use to generate a better outcome for everybody else. So anyway, as I explain this, you must see is actually the key point for how it can rise the soul evolution and bring every soul into a more aware level so they can move forward together. So anyway, this is the era of awareness, and I hope I explained myself clear enough. If not, there's always another episode to come. So again, if you know what I'm doing, continuously support me on the YouTube membership and join us on the live broadcast or join us on the chat room every weekend, I think, every Friday. So till then, next time, bye now.